you yell loud enough, sir?
Senator, in light of recent events such as the killings in the shopping mall in Omaha, which raised the specter of the proliferation of guns in our society, what is going to be your position on gun control?
Well, I believe that we do have to protect Second Amendment rights. And the Supreme Court's got a case that they're going to be deciding that may give further guidance as to what that means. I also believe that we have to do everything we can to keep guns out of the hands of criminals and gang members and people who have problems mentally. And we are not doing very well in making that a reality. We haven't done everything we could do with instant background checks, and you know, I have never met a law-abiding gun owner who believes that the guns should be in the hands of people who could use them against people. But our government policies are not in sync with that. And I remember, you know, some of you will recall that in 1994, the Congress passed the Brady Bill and the assault weapons ban. This young man who just killed those people in Utah was using an assault weapon, according to the press. Just went in and bought it. The young man who killed all those people at Virginia Tech just went in and bought it. Now, there's got to be some way that we can balance the constitutional rights of hunters and target shooters and collectors and everybody who wants to and really appreciates being a gun owner with the safety of people who are just out Christmas shopping and somebody shows up. Now, I think that the likelihood of any kind of federal legislation passing is very limited, although after the Virginia Tech massacre, there was a lot of concern in the Congress to try to tighten the rules so that if somebody had been involuntarily committed to a mental health facility, as this man had been, that record would be there. So I think we've got to take a look at what the laws are today and make sure we are enforcing them to the fullest extent of the law, using technology, making it clear that we're going to try as hard as we can to keep guns away from people who shouldn't have them. So that's what I will try to do. And you know, after the assault weapons ban was passed and the Brady Bill was passed, I remember, you know, a lot of people who were gun owners being really upset about that. And you know, my husband came up here and met with a lot of people, and he said, well, show me a deer wearing a Kevlar vest. And you know, you don't get panicked by organizations that try to keep gun owners in a state of perpetual anxiety. The federal government doesn't want your guns. I don't want your guns, but I also don't want people who are going to use them to kill dozens of Americans in an unprovoked way to have access to guns. We ought to be smart enough to figure that out, and that's what I'm going to try to do.